Hello and welcome, my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need read? Shadow read for this void of course full moon in August, waning to the new moon in Virgo in September. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle production since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, now on Kindle, link in the description box. The Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons, but thou may call me Mal. Hi! Hi! Oh, geez, my water signs, what can I tell ya? It's been a crazy time on planet Earth for a while, but this past week, huh? Little intense. So we are still in the waxing moon. I'm trying to get these readings done before the full moon. We'll talk about that in a minute. But should you need help, I work every day. If I'm not doing videos, I'm with clients and spiritual counseling and all that jazz, and then doing laundry and cleaning the house. But if you want to book a reading with me, I made a video to explain all of that. I will never reach out to somebody and ask them if they want a reading, so I know there's that shenanigans going on online. It'll never be me doing that. You have to come to the witch. It's just how it works, right? So there's a video there explaining that. Before, during, and after what goes on in a reading. As well as got to pick what platforms we want to work on, so it just makes it easier, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you like it if you watch it, if you want it. Now let's talk about this reading. If you're new to the channel, whenever I do one of the card draws, it's 5 or 7 or 8 depending on what I'm guided to do. All it means is that in this case a 7-card draw, 1 card from 7 different decks. This time we're doing 2 tarot decks, 2 healing systems, 3 oracles to get you clues, tips, and hints that you need about a specific timeline. In this case, a waning moon timeline from full to new. Boop, 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 boop. Right? That's the vibe on that. A waxing moon is boop, 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 boop. Right? So we are looking at the full moon. Sunday, August 22nd, but it goes void, of course, the same time it goes full. So it's a little bit of a meh, right? All that build up for nothing. So if you want to catch the full moon in Aquarius vibe, you want to do it before 8:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am in New York, so Eastern Time Zone. It does go into Pisces at 8:43 a.m. So if you want to catch that foot, still full moon, right? The moon is still full, but you can catch it in that water vibe after 8:43 a.m. But then again, this reading is about the waning part of that, right? As the moon wanes through dark to new. We are looking at the new moon, Monday, September 6th. At 8:52 p.m. Now that date seems familiar. Oh yeah, it's my birthday. I'm going to be 53 years old. Yes, I know. I don't look it. Thank you. Oh yeah, man. Woo! 53 times around the cycle, around the wheel, and I am still here by some act of magic, miracles, and mysticism, and glad to be serving. So. Let's get up in this gig. All the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box. Both feet on the floor. If you can, focus on your breath, if you will. It is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get more information about what we're about to look at here on the table, or maybe something else completely different that you need to wane, right? Forgive, release, heal, put distance between you, repel, banish, totally banishing magic. I don't talk about that as much here on the channel, but I can. Check out my Vimeo stuff in the links below, the witch classes. We go there. Other than that, both feet on the floor. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can from my pantheons of divine through these pieces of cardboard and to you for the well-being of all. Please take a nice deep breath. Just trying to cut down that intro every time. Just talking faster, that's all. Yeah, so here we go. Using the Caroline Mace archetype deck, I call upon my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, general assembly, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Here's the new deck, ready? The totems and the spirit animals, not the same thing. And the pantheon of pantheons, of all traditions, all cultures, all times. I need one card, just one. Carolyn Mace archetype card in clarity for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What is the archetype in play in their 8th chakra, hovering over their head, the star center, the soul center, the upper room, whatever they want to call it, if they call it. Yeah, that is affecting everything underneath it, all the chakras, whether this is their archetype for a reason, season, or a lifetime. Could be someone else's archetype for a reason, season, or a lifetime, but even if that's the case, then there is a lesson of alchemy here for them. The shadow work, right? Embracing the shadow, doing the alchemy from lead to gold, toxic to healthy, pain to peace. So what is the clearest archetype we can get for these Scorpios for this full to new August, September? Aww. Did you just get the angel archetype? You know that. It's in the title. Duh. The angel archetype is certainly a member of the divine family. There are 9 families. The divine is one of them. And, you know, when I say I am the Archangel of Lyons, Markangelo Lyons, I mean that. I'm going to do a video explaining what that is, but if you go and watch some of my workshops, the Angels and Archetypes workshop on Vimeo, I explain it in the first class. First workshop of, I think, 3 or 4 we did there. The shadow and the light. Now, the shadow is so guano. I'll use that word if you know what guano is. Acting innocent or angelic to mislead others. That's hardly new on planet Earth, but this one, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Can you imagine? Archangel Michael says, "Dear now, it's all right." What are you gonna do? But, you know, people will, you know, if you run it up the flagpole, sometimes people salute, right? The light attribute. And that's why this might not be you. This might be someone you are dealing with. The light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. And there are so many stories of cars that, you know, blow out tires or run out of gas in some country road or wherever, right? No one around for miles, and the person gets out of the car, turns around, and there's somebody with a gas tank, right? They're just ready to help them out or drive them wherever, and then they go to thank them and they're gone, right? I mean, that story, we hear them all the time. It's almost a guarantee. If you want to meet an angel, just break down in like a deserted road somewhere. Don't. That's not guidance. That's to make a point. So the angel archetype, angel in the original Hebrew means messenger of light, which means messenger of truth. So these are messengers, but sometimes that message certainly comes in through serving, helping. And the word here is helping those in need with no expectation of return. And in these transactional times, that's rare to come by. Everybody wants it. You know, the universe will balance it out. And have we always had to pay back the help that was given to us by angels in human form and maybe in the non-physical form? Yeah. Unconditional love is love without condition, darlings. Let's do this. That's the 8th chakra, what's going on. Heart, throat, third eye, crown. Next 4 chakras down. So we get a nice clear energy read for you here. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my goddesses of water in the sign of Scorpio. Ooh. Oh, wow. The myriads, please. 1 card in clarity for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video, receiving this reading, dealing with the angel archetype, shadow to light. We're all somewhere in that spectrum on any of these archetypes that exist. What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves, yin side of themselves, their feminine energy going inward instead of their masculine energy going outwards? To really help them, because this is where most of the shadow work goes down in the world behind our eyes, our interior world, our psychology. So give us 1 card in clarity connected with this angel archetype in terms of this shadow read, this full to new August, September. All right. Not bad, a lot of thinking. The 2 of Blades. I know we're used to seeing 2 of Blades as like deception and blindfolded and whatnot. Not in this deck. This is Moo, M-O-O, Moo. And the keyword printed on the card is analysis. This is seeing things from different perspectives, but not to the extent necessarily of the Hanged Man, right? That's a sacrifice of a point of view to see the larger picture. This is going back and forth, trying to see all sides, and I think it's brilliant that she chose artwork of 2 women fencing. I just knocked something over. I don't know what it was. I hope it was nothing too serious. No. Well, I guess I'll catch it on video. What went over? Oh, I see what went over. The ring of Aries figures. So I've never fenced, but I've played chess, but strategy is a thing. I've dated some stage combat performers and directors. They're amazing, nice moves. But you know, that's choreographed. When you're actually in a competition or in an out-and-out fight, you're not just thinking about your next move or your partner's next move, you're thinking about the move after that, and then what you'll do. I get that image of Bugs Bunny and Donald Duck, the Robin Hood one, you know what I mean? Dodge, turn, parry, spin, like that. So this is a lot of back and forth, and analysis is that. It's gathering information. It's not necessarily making a judgment call. It's a 2 out of a cycle of 10 of the element of air. So maybe there's a little bit of back and forth going on, but trying to, like, do that. Now, how that applies to this angel thing, I don't know just yet, but my vibe on it is this is almost solely third eye, right? Heart, throat, third eye, crown. It's like a lot of thinking, just a lot of thinking, but I don't think, certainly not that 9 of Swords, Rider-Waite Tarot, overthinking like that, right? Analysis, which is not appraisal either. You analyze to gather information, and appraisal is assigning value. So there's a difference here. Let's see what this looks like. Lower 3 chakras, either you from the outside looking in at yourself, you know how you appear in this, maybe you from the inside looking out at some aspect of the physical world. It can be both of those things simultaneously. It has to affect at least the lower 3 chakras, dynamics, root, sacrum, solar plexus. So we'll see what this is about. Please take a nice deep breath. This is where it gets serious for some reason with you guys. I call upon my gods of water and the sign of Scorpio, please. 1 card in clarity for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, please. 1 card in clarity for them. What's going on in the lower 3 chakra dynamic here? Root, sacrum, solar plexus. Right, tribal power in the root, umbilical, relational power 101 in the solar plexus with other people, with money. It's very much a Scorpio chakra, sex, creativity, and all that, as well as in the solar plexus, their own honor code, their own personal power, their own personal gut level intuition. All of this speaks Scorpio. So please, with this angel in their 8th and analysis in their heart, third eye, crown, what's in the lower 3? Well, you lucky Scorpion, you. 10 of Cups. Now, I would think this would have to do with some potential. If you're doing a lot of thinking back and forth, is it, isn't it, is it, isn't it? This is the peak of the water cycle in the tarot. 10 of Cups, the union of Eros and Psyche, which is essentially erotic, romantic love and the soul. Read the myth. It's a really good myth. Well, she has to go through. Was to go to the underworld to get some beauty cream. Well, there was no CVS in ancient Greece. CVS. The 10 of Cups, rapid wrinkle repair, underworld version. The 10 of Cups here, this is an unconditional love deal. Now, this could be a true love relationship kind of thing, or at least a symbiotic, balanced love relationship. I mean, a lot of people don't see, and I agree, parental relationships with a parent or a sibling as a 10 of Cups, right? A 3 maybe, right? Depending on your family. This does definitely have a cup runneth over imagery to it even, but letting my Pisces moon tap into this a little bit more, I think there is. Are you looking for the too good to be true? Are you looking for the not true, right? And the too good to be true. But with this angel thing, this is a divine family archetype. And by the way, 3 pairs of wings. All right, right? You see Eros and Psyche and the angel with the wings. 4 wall protection and wings. There's definitely a theme on the table here. Let's just keep going. We got 4 more decks to do here. Let's see what this is about. Oh, a Macon Healing Mantra deck. I mean, unless, well, now I get it. The 2 of Blades, if you're analyzing, because you're not so sure if this person is acting innocent or angelic to mislead you. let's ask the Ascended Masters. This has now wandered into soul contract territory. Please take a nice deep breath. Really, where any two of us come together, there's a soul contract for a reason, a season, or lifetime, but by all means, my Ascended Masters. My Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts, please, through the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, what is the perfect healing mantra for the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading? Because if they've got that Two of Blades going on in their third eye, a mantra could be helpful, particularly dealing with something that may be potential Ten of Cups. Maybe they are in that relationship already, and maybe there's something, it is a shadow read, maybe there's something, maybe it looks that way, but is it that way, right? And with that angelic thing there's a real opportunity to help those in need with no expectation of return, and then that could certainly reflect itself on the outer as an unconditional love. You just don't care, you know, that there's no reciprocation. You're just there to love. You're just there to help. You're just there to help heal, maybe. Then that's a good thing. So my Ascended Masters, what's the perfect healing mantra for them with all of this? Helping those in need with no expectation of return. So up the Ascended Masters alley, this full to new Aug Sept. Opening my mind, I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. I'm not reading from the bookie book. We got 2 bookie books at the end. Get the deck in the book. It's genius. It's from Hay House. You can get it from mattcon.org. Just saying, not a paid promotion. Just saying. That's where I got it from. With this analysis card and opening my mind, and I allow myself for a split second to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. And sometimes when it comes down to analysis, we can certainly, well, take it from a Virgo, we can overanalyze if you have any planets in Virgo at all, particularly if you're a Virgo Sun or Venus in Virgo. I would think that would make things a little more mental than needed, right? There's a tricky going on here, because I can't tell if the shadow work is because you've been lied to before by people acting angelic, and your desire, your heart's desire really is to help those in need with no expectation of return. But when it shows up as a 10 of Cups, the risk is higher, different than a 2 of Cups. It just is. 2 of Cups is an attraction for me. It's not like, oh, true love. This is the true love card of the Minor Arcana. Opening my mind, just start with that. I'm willing, right? I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas, to rise above them a little bit, and maybe connect with like true angelic guidance. Oh, the angel is the higher self. Like I said, go check out Angels and Archetypes that I did on Vimeo on demand. I think it was like $10 for a 3-hour workshop or something like that. Unlimited views, whatever. Well, speaking of the higher selves, here we go. The healing with, wrong one, the Whispers of Love Oracle. The voices of the higher selves of all involved. There are many who say, and I concur, that the guardian angel is your higher self, 5th dimension and above, and there's a lot. There's archangels all the way up to the divine singularity of unity over the wall of the 12th overtone of the 12th dimension. So let's see what they have to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Nice stillness there. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, please. One card in clarity, a whisper of love, a piece of information, inspiration, or insight needed by the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading with the Angel in the 8th, 2 of Blades, analysis on the inner, 10 of Cups on the outer, and opening their mind, allowing themselves to see beyond their beliefs and ideas. What do you got for them? What is the message really for all of them? There is obviously another person involved here. So what's the message for them? The whisper of love, this full to new. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. With the angel? With 2 winged gods? Look like angels. Well, you look like an angel. You deities, you. and a lot of thinking that you need to open your mind. I think we're getting what I call those play school puzzle pieces, right? Those big clunky, chunky, like 7 pieces of a puzzle that, you know, pretty easy to fit together. I mean, I understand. I think that what's going on here is that there is a miracle in this connection that you need to open your mind to and see beyond what you believe is happening, and just go and help however you can. No, you don't have to do whatever they say, certainly, but in your analysis, okay, all right, look, the ego is at war, the soul is raw. The ego worries, anticipates, and regrets. Thank you, Matt Kahn. Very you'll find that video. It's a good video. It's on Facebook too. The soul is raw. It respects, acknowledges, and welcome. Well, welcome this opportunity. Welcome this opportunity to step into it, because there's a miracle here. There's a blessing here from the higher selves of all involved. So the shadow part of the shadow read might be about unfinished business baggage from maybe this person in the past, although I'm not getting that, but maybe it is. It's a general read. Or, you know, someone new has come into your life and you've developed to this place where until it got to that 10 of Cups, certain things weren't getting triggered, and the mind might be starting to look. Oh, they're giving me Course in Miracles here. To look at the picture frame. Is it diamonds and rubies, or are they tears and drops of blood? That's Course in Miracles. It does not screw around that way. But since we got Course in Miracles on here, remember, your best thinking got you here. Call upon something higher. Work with the angels. Be the angel to the best of your ability. And honestly, no expectation of return in a personal relationship is tricky. But if somebody's going through something where you got to help them, I just don't think you're being deceived as much as you want, though. Who's an angel 24/7, 365? Me. No. Let's ask, the new deck. I love this deck so much. The Divine Animal Oracle by Stacey, Demarco, for only 44 cards. This is a thick book. Like, you could throw this at somebody and hurt them. Dense. Teeny tiny itty bitty little writing. So I've got my magnifying glass. So this is consecrated to the totems and the spirit animals, and those two things are not the same thing. And I will, okay, I think I said this in the last video I did. Lassie is one of a line of spirit animals. The totem of the dog, however, you would think it's a little different, right? It's like my cats keep reincarnating. That's what I call them. Little feline souls, little Lyons, keep coming back to me over and over and over again. Those are spirit animals. But the totem of the black cat is just a whole other, you get me. Let's see what the oracle is. Please take a nice deep breath. By Stacey Demarco. I love her name. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I took speech classes. Breathe. It was really good in dialect. But this is such a different vibe tuning into this. Here we go. I call upon the totems and the spirit animals for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the oracle message that you have for them in this shadow raid, dealing with the angel archetype in their 8th chakra, 2 of Blades analysis, heart, throat, third eye, crown, 10 of Cups, root, sacrum, solar plexus, opening their mind, allowing themselves, if they can, to see beyond their beliefs and ideas, because they are but veils before the truth, because there are miracles and blessings here for them. Everything has its gift, and you know, it's the hero's journey. You try and run away from it, it just meets you there. It's like a meeting in Samara. Look that one up. It's right up your alley, Scorpio. So what, my beloved totems and spirit animals, what's the message for the Scorpio this full to new? You got the armadillo. Oh my God, the armadillo. These are very intense cards. Kind of get lost in them. I wouldn't call them surreal, but do you see the armadillo? Where is its head? Oh, I had my finger on its head. My apologies. Please don't cancel me. Right? So the armadillo, I mean, armored for sure can roll themselves up into a little cannonball, having been 10 flashbacks at the moment with that. And the keyword written upon it, and I will read some sections out of that bookie book, groundedness. That sounds like wise advice. They're certain. It's not like they fly, thank God. The Flying Armadillos. Sounds like a good name for a band. Card number 7. Little cannonballs. Would they cover Cannonball? I think they should. Lovely little fictitious rock and roll band. Card number 7, Armadillo. Need the thing. I mean, you get this. You'll see why I need this. Because even I am nearsighted and I still need this. Card number 7, Armadillo. Groundedness. Without grounding ourselves, we can become disconnected and flighty. So it is an important aspect to develop. Go to the basics first. Plug into the power of the earth. Ground and center, right? Root chakra going down, soles of the feet on the floor. Send the root down them too. You got yourself a tripod going into the center of Mother Earth. Work. Avoid drama in situations. Sometimes we need to look at the flowers at our feet before looking to the stars. Humility is a positive trait. False humility is not. Whoa, humility is knowing that you don't know. The grace of humility, it's first and last grace I talk about in my book, Words of Grace, the maiden grace. Grant me the maiden grace of humility to know that I do not know, but I am willing to be shown. And doesn't that just sound like, I don't know, allowing yourself to see beyond your beliefs and ideas? Yeah. Now, they go into the mythos here. We're not reading all of that. The animal, actually, the behavior and the stuff studied from the animal itself. We're going into the magic. Breathe. Armadillo magic is profoundly earth-based and grounded. It is ancient and profound and can be used when you are feeling off-kilter and unsure, you big angel. If you aren't clear on what to do next, or have had a trauma or a shock, use Armadillo magic to bring you stability and power. By the way, it does give the endangered status. Some species are listed as vulnerable, most are threatened. This is a very cool deck. Whoever you are, if anybody knows Stacey Demarco, tell her Angelo, Lyons, the Archangel of Lyons, is the spokesman. Archangel Ariel. I approve of this deck. But I get it. It's like, well, got it. Oh, my gods are so good. Well, you see, the thing is, when you're not in your body and your heart's not open, it's all up here. Matt Kahn, going to bring him up again. Overthinking is like an alarm saying that your heart's not open. Breathe into it. Slow down. Ground. Get your feet into the sand, into the grass, and the shed carpet, whatever you got, right? Whatever you got to kind of get your feet on the ground and stable and breathe into your own heart. I think there is such a blessing and such a miracle available for you here, and it doesn't mean you have to go in blind faith. No one asks that. At least my pantheons of the divine don't. They want us to use our minds as long as we're healing those minds as we go, and that's what this feels like it is. If you are interested, you might want to check out A Course in Miracles. It is a 365-day workbook. Self-study course in spiritual psychotherapy. It's wonderful. I've already done the course once. I'm doing it again, and you know, there's always a higher level to see certain truths. Pure non-dualistic text, but it is ultimately about healing the mind from a thought system based in fear to a thought system based in love, which is what the miracle is. That being said, in terms of a relationship, what it really looks like, because I feel like there is true love here. I just don't know necessarily if it's romantic. Right? Like, that's another take on this. This could be a family member, but you usually don't think of that as a 10 of Cups. So there is an opening of the mind that needs to happen here. You can do your analysis, but understand that we only see the tip of the iceberg of anything. We do not see the divine plan. We don't see the soul contract. Sometimes in hindsight we do. So if it's not about love, it's about fear. And, you know, if you've been burned before, who hasn't? If you've been lied to before, who hasn't? Then there's really an opportunity here to face this without necessarily even facing this person directly and say, okay, there's an opportunity for me here to heal some stuff, do some shadow work. But I get a feeling a lot of it is up in the third eye, not so much in the heart, right? I don't know how much, but you're a water sign, only you would know that. And with that armadillo, to, if you're feeling off kilter, ground yourself. Ground and center, GNC, as I used to say, which I think is still a store. Is GNC still a thing? I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, my regulars, my malcontents, you know what the last deck is, don't you? Particularly if you've been watching the signs prior to this. It's the, I can never remember the opening to this, the Mystical Celtic Blessing cards to enrich and empower, known as Blessed Be. And who is it written by? Who is it written by? Lucy Cavendish, because we love her. Love her. We're always so well written, and the cards are just gorgeous. They're just so beautiful to look at. Actually, I have Scottish blood in me, by the way. A little bit of a Euro mutt. 1/4 Sicilian, thankfully, between my hips and my knees. So this is from the Pantheon of Pantheons, meaning of all traditions, all lineages, right? Even off planet, if you want to go there, the starseed races and all that, however you want to do it. All continents, all colors, all creeds. Oh, alliteration. They must be in the room. Please take a nice deep breath. Last reading of the day, last card of the last reading of the day. Let's give them a big bang. Here we go, my beloved. Pantheon of Pantheons, please, what is the blessing you place upon the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading for this shadow work? That kind of, the stakes are emotionally high with that Ten of Cups. The only water card here. Even the whispers of love that you know you'd think would be more element of water. It says everything is a gift. There's a miracle and a blessing here, and there's a strong element of earth as well. Really, the only thing they're missing here is fire, which is the will to do it. And with that, Angel, please, what is the blessing you could put on them? You are putting on them this full to new moon, August, September. A blessing in the air. It's card number 2. A blessing in the air. A blessing in the air. A blessing in the air. Opening your mind. A blessing in the air. All right, I'm going to give you this blessing for real. I don't mess around when it comes to blessing. Unless I am. Never to help a Scorpio, or any other sign for that matter. Both feet on the floor if you can. Please take a nice deep breath. Drink this baby in. Breathe in that air. Focus on that breath. Relax a little. Drop some of the weight of this and rise above it for a moment. Card number 2, a blessing of air. A blessing to allow the free-flowing movement of inspiration, fresh ideas, purposeful memories, clear thoughts, and true words this day. Beautiful soul, may you be most blessed this day by the element of air. May your thoughts and words be in harmony with each other, and may they be inspired by trust in your ability to understand deeply, with the gifts of the mind, all that is within you, all that is without you. May your gift of the mind be clear and open, and may worthy ideas blossom and be expressed with the ease and grace in words and actions that are in affinity with the highest of your ideals. May there be knowledge that is enriching, information that is trustworthy, words that are true in your world this day. Let memories that arise be ones which support you in your tasks, awaken forgotten dreams, and may the qualities of your thoughts match the boundlessness of the sky. May there be freedom and perspective as you move through this cycle of the sun, and may the winds of change blow from your life whatever is best to liberate yourself from. Like a fear. Let the weightlessness of the air free you from the burdens that hold you from your dreams, and may the very air you breathe be pure and enlivening, awakening you to the limitlessness of your life's possibilities. May you feel inspired and refreshed, loved and nurtured with every breath in and with every breath out. Release from your mind all that is no longer in alignment with who you are becoming. Let your wings grow and strengthen until you take flight. Let scent and song and soaring freedom be yours, for these are the domains of the element of air, and these are the blessings that are all about you this day. Most of all, may you fill yourself with what is good and true and pure, and may your every breath be blessed. Blessed be. Wow. I mean, I kind of know how this stuff works, but still, it doesn't mean I can't have my own mind blown on YouTube every now and again. All right. Whatever said, your wings, your wings, your wings, your wings. Let me put it together for you in a final blessing. Just the divine, all of them talk through me, whatever. Please take a nice deep breath. Channeling, schmattling, translating, who cares? And messenger. I'm an archangel, I'm a messenger of light. What do you want? Like an arc of angels, all of them. Breathe. As I call upon my collective pantheons of the divine to please bless the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading with all that they need in this void, of course, full moon in August, to the Virgo new moon in September, because there is a miracle and a blessing here for them, and everything has its gift. And there is a blessing of the air upon them through which to open their minds, allowing themselves to see beyond their beliefs and ideas, with the armadillo keeping themselves firmly planted, connected to nature in the body, so that their heart can open into that unconditional messenger of light angel deal of helping those in need with no expectation of return, because there is a Ten of Cups here, and it feels like sure, there are fears about that. Of course, there's analysis going on, trying to gather all the information so they can be wise. But this is a miracle and a blessing that may well be in disguise, or at least occluded by the past, like a film from yesterday's sleep that was not removed, so that they may see clearly, they may heal, they may grow, and they may be blessed with the shadow work necessary and all the help they need to complete it, to launch this new moon happier, healthier, wealthier, and wiser, with an open mind, a miracle and a blessing, and with a righteous, beautiful Ten of Cups deal on their hands for the well-being of all. Some would it be. So it is. It was lovely. I mean, I got the shadow part of it, right? Any unfinished business is being boiled to the surface in countries and companies, and certainly in relationships. And, you know, this could be a Ten of Cups, someone that you're married to, or someone that you have a long-term relationship with. But what kind of brings up that analysis, right? More than romantic, so I wouldn't be shocked as it is. But the miracle is available here for you for that, but maybe you have to see things from the POV of the angels, yeah? So if you want to look at this in a soul contract read, if you know who this is, watch the video on how to book me, reach out, we will book something. Check out my book, Words of Grace. I've got to say, this is a very third eye thing. The grace of knowledge and the grace of clarity would be very helpful in the third eye chakra chapter. Otherwise, I think you're going to be okay. Just work that mantra. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas, and I believe with that, you will nail the dismount this new moon. And certainly I will have those readings out before that happens. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that jazz, my beloved Scorps. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.